Hello flight simmers, welcome back everyone to the TJ Pilot channel and welcome to the next full flight video. But before we kick off, I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you guys out there who have been supporting my channel so much lately. So recently we have went through the 2000 count follower mark, so thanks to all of you guys out there for making this possible. This is really something that gives me a lot of confidence in continuing what I'm doing here, and I'm really glad to see that so many of you guys enjoy the content which I'm creating. So that's the biggest thank you that you guys can possibly give to me. And so that being cleared, now let's get back to the business, so to say. So we are on a A330 flight today, Cathay Pacific, flying from Hong Kong to Bangalore. And we might be lucky today in terms of ATC. So currently there's some ATC here at Hong Kong, which is very cool. So I hope they stay online for a little bit longer now. Then we have nice ATC coverage, at least for departure. And this flight over to Bangalore, I think, or as far as I can tell from Flight Radar, this is a cargo-only flight. So currently also containers are loaded here. We have the jetways connected. There are some passengers in, which is due to GSX logic, of course. But yeah, I think in real world this is only a cargo-only flight, which is, I think, even operated daily now. So a 5-hour flight over to Bangalore. It's a daytime flight, so departure around, I think, 1 p.m. local time, and then we will also get to India during daytime. Right, and yeah, it's a very nice day at Hong Kong. I love the scenery. Here's the big bridge. Maybe if we are very lucky, we can even taxi beneath this one. That would be super cool. And so very nice setup in my opinion. And since GSX is doing the job already, we will jump inside the flight deck, get our clearance, and then do some preparations. Alright guys, so here we are in the flight deck, and I think first we will request our clearance. Just having a quick look at the ATIS. So we have information whiskey at the moment. Arrival runway 07 left, departure runway 07 right, wind 8 knots from 100 degrees, so that will be a bit of a headwind and crosswind on the departure, but it's also variable. But good visibility, 27 degrees outside, so nice and warm, and QNH 1007, which we have already set. Right, and then we have Hong Kong ground online, so let's see if we can get the clearance from these guys. Hong Kong ground, good day from Cathay 2623 Heavy, information whiskey, requesting clearance to Bangalore.
G623 due to China VATSIM, flight level 380 is not available, can you change to flight level 381?
Affirm, flight level 381 for Cathay 2623.
G623 Roger, you clear destination, flight Pekin 1 out departure 07 right, initial climb 5000, squawking 5301.
Clear to Bangalore via runway 07 right, Pekin 1 Alpha departure, initial climb 5000 and squawk 5301, Cathay 2623.
Cathay 2623 Quebec, correct, advise vehicle pushing start.
Wilco. Right, so 5301. Yeah, okay, so I mean that's logic. We have the flight level in meters for Chinese airspace. So I'm just a bit surprised why SimBrief did give me 380 initially, which is a bit weird since usually SimBrief is quite good in doing that. So but we can take care of that, so that's fine. Right, there's the load sheet, that's perfect timing, so let's start over here. Cathay Pacific 2623. Oh, sorry, of course not the alternate. That's the flight number. Alternate? I don't even know. Need to look it up. Victor Oscar Mike. And then we have a cost index according to SimBrief of 10. And then we do 38100 if that works. Yeah, looks good, cool. Okay, so flight plan Pekin 1 Alpha is dialed in already. Okay, so quick look at the chart. So we climb out to Porpa, which is minimum 205 knots and 220 knots until Ramen, which is the next waypoint, and 5,000 or below. Okay, and then just south on the routing. Right, looks fairly straightforward to me. And now this is done. I will do the speeds in a second. Alternate fuel is 3.3. And then we have the weights, of course. Let's see, 156.9 and 25.2. That's according to the load sheet. Perfect. Yeah, so quite spot on. So just 7 minutes on top right now, but I think this will come up a little bit during the flight. Copy active, so that's just done. Right, then we just have these speeds. Let's do flap 2 departure. And then we have speeds 141, 141, 147. Okay. Looking very good. Yeah, setup in the A330 always rather fast. So let's get the APU going now. Seatbelts are coming on. This is all looking good for now. And yeah, so we've done all that. So we can get rid of this one. All right, looking good so far, I believe. Now let's see if we can get the doors. They are still open, so let's make sure all those are closed. And then we can run some checklists in just a second. Right, APU already running. Yeah, should be. So APU bleed, and then external power is coming off. Fuel pumps and beacons. Then parking brake is set. And then we can release everything down here. Now it's getting really loud with the APU. Interesting. Okay, so before start checklist, cockpit preparation is completed, gear pins and covers removed, signs are on and auto, adheres are nav. Fuel quantity is, where does it say? Yeah, 38.5, that's fine. Takeoff data set, bear reference is set 1007. Yeah, checked 3 times. Before start checklist, below the line, windows and doors are closed and our beacons are on, mobile phones are off, thrust levers are idle, and parking brake is set. Very cool. Okay, so now we are ready for push and start. This is going to TA. Double checking over here, everything looking good. Okay, now let's see which way they are putting us. I have no idea. Cathay 2623 ready for push and start.
Cathay 2623, push and start, clear clearance.
Say again, please, for Cathay 2623.
Cathay 2623, push and start, push back procedure clearance.
Sorry again, I didn't get how we should push back. Sorry, Cathay 2623.
Cathay 2623, push back color red, nose to the right, tail to the left.
Okay, push it. Yeah, push back color red and nose to the right and tail to the left. Cathay 2623. Right, now we got it. Sorry, it's a bit of. I didn't prepare properly for this pushback, so tail is going left now. Pushback procedure. Yeah, now there's a pushback chart, which I could have checked before. Then I would have been prepared, but never mind. Now we know it. Okay.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay, parking brake released and starting the block time now. Right, and then we are good to fire up, so starter to ignition and start, and then fuel coming in, or starter for engine number 2 rather. Yeah, very cool, and now we're actually lucky and we get to taxi below the bridge. It's gonna be very cool. Okay, engine number 2 is running, starting number 1. And I have just noticed that my thrust levers are not configured correctly, since yeah, there has been a small update for the A330 and it has been a full new install, and now it's all messed up again, so that's really annoying. But never mind, we can still fly. It's gonna work out fine, I hope. Yeah, not too busy at the moment here. I think they have an event, online event going on at Shenzhen, which is very close by. I think we're pretty much the only ones here at Hong Kong right now. Right, parking brake. Okay, so we have 2 good engine starts. Very good. So APU bleed is coming off, APU is coming off, and then we have a trim up 3.5 today. We're almost there. There it is. And yeah, weather radar we can do in a second. Ground crew is still there. Flaps 2 is coming to max. Flight controls, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, and the rudder, full left and full right, like that.
All stations, Hong Kong ground closing in 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes left as I understood it. Right, and yeah, I guess after start checklist, anti-ice is off, we don't need that. Ecam status check, pitch trim is set up 3.5 and rudder trim is 0. Okay, now let's put on the weather radar as well. And taxi lights. Okay, now let's be prepared for the clearance. It's gonna be Bravo 7 and then probably Bravo. It's gonna be long taxi 207, right? Okay, so let's let's try to get that clearance. Cathay 2623 ready for taxi.
2623, taxi via Bravo 9, Bravo 7, Bravo Whiskey Hotel Juliet 1 point runway 07 right.
Taxi via Bravo 9, Bravo 7, Whiskey and hold shore 07 right, Cathay 2623.
Cathay 2623 negative, taxi via Bravo 9, Bravo 7, Bravo Whiskey Hotel Juliet 1 holding point runway 07 right.
Okay, so taxi via Bravo 9, Bravo 7, Bravo Whiskey Hotel and hold short Juliet 1 runway 07 right, Cathay 2623. Righty. Ooh, that's complex here. Flying at an airport which I'm not too familiar with always makes things a tiny bit more difficult. But okay, so Bravo 9, Bravo 7, and then Bravo Whiskey Hotel Juliet 1. Okay, got it. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a taxi. I think 10 minutes at least. But let's enjoy taxiing below this huge bridge here. That's really cool. Yeah, not too bad, right? Okay, TO config. Oh, that's early now. It's a long taxi, but then we have it out of the way. So that's done. Alright, so welcome back, guys. Yeah, a bit of a long taxi, and yeah, unfortunately now we are on Unicom, so Hong Kong ground has closed down, and also there's no center controller online now. I think they have completed the event over at Shenzhen, so it was time for them to log off. But never mind, at least we got some bit of ATC today, and yeah, let's quickly finish some checklists here. So before takeoff checklist, to the line, flight controls are checked, flight instruments are checked, briefing is confirmed. Flap setting, we have config 2, checking 3 times, and FMA and takeoff data is set, so we have 141, 147, climb nav blue 5000, 1 flight director 2. And mobile phones are... oh, sorry, no, I was wrong now. I was just wondering, mobile phones, what's going on? No, so that's done. Transponder, TARA, and Ecom Memo, takeoff no blue. Let's get terrain over here. And before takeoff checklist, below the line, cabin is secured, engine mode selector is as required, TCAS is TARA, and PACs are on. Before takeoff checklist completed. Right, perfect timing, final turn. Now on to Juliet 1. And now there's also some other guy here at the airport, so I'm gonna do a very quick call now on the frequency. Hong Kong traffic, Cathay 2623, departing runway 07 right. Right, so strobes, landing lights, take off, turn off. Always these very cool sounds in the A330. Alrighty, looking good.
7 right.
Beautiful weather. Might be a little bit windy and bumpy on the departure, but other than that, weather should not be an issue. Yeah, by the way, I have the checklist printed out, so in case you're wondering why I did not look at the EFB while doing it. That's the reason, makes it just a bit easier.
07
Okay, so now we are good to go, and I hope now my thrust levers are not going too crazy now. Let's give it a try. So that's power coming in. Or established. Flex, that should be it, yeah, that's the right detent. So man flex SRS and runway. Very, very cool. I'm liking it already. I don't know why, but I always love Hong Kong Airport. It's just such a good rendition of the airport, so much fun to fly. Yeah, so a bit of a derate, which makes it a long run here. One and rotate. 10 degrees, airborne. Positive rate, gear up. Oh, very nice. Beautiful scenery. I really love it. All right, now yeah, we're doing some altitude, and then we will speed up and try to get to at least 205 knots. Thrust reduction should be coming up any second now. And there it is. So pitching the nose down, and again trying to find the right detent. There it is. Very good. Flaps 1. Yeah, maybe we can do the first turn manually. It's quite a nice weather to fly. And flaps up. Very quick look. Yes, could be worse. Could definitely be worse. Okay, so let's see. We have yeah, 220 at the next one. That's also green dot speed. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe go speed 221 or something like that, just to be spot on the green dot speed. And we should be fine. Let's keep on climbing a bit. Yeah, I haven't checked the green dot speed before. Maybe knowing it's just above 220, I would have left flaps 1 out for a bit longer. But it's anyway gonna work like this as well. Oh, it's a beautiful view in Hong Kong. Nice. Very, very beautiful departure so far. Okay, now I'm gonna put the flight, the autopilot in. It would probably want to stay at the speed of 220. Let's be very accurate and just go, yeah, maybe 222 manually. Right, and after takeoff checklist, so landing gears up, flaps are retracted, panks are on, and yeah, transition altitude is I think at 9,000 feet. So after takeoff checklist completed. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, that's transition, so this is coming to standard 9,500. Let's turn the landing lights off already. And so that's it for now, and yeah, enjoy the cruise, guys. Flight time roughly 5 hours, and then we will meet over at Bangalore, so enjoy and see you in a bit. So hello folks, welcome back to the flight deck, and as you can see we are descending into Bangalore, but the weather here is not too great at the moment. It's quite rainy around, and yeah, we are coming into Dockset where we want to be max speed 185, so we're currently slowing down, and this will also be a good time to go flaps 1 since we will go below the green dot speed. Now that's looking better, and then I will make sure to keep it descending after that. Right, so we are flying the Civil 7 Foxtrot Arrival. Pretty straightforward. Now we're coming into Dockset. After that it's gonna be heading 245, but it's gonna be vectors. So what you can see here is the line heading 245 vectors, but then of course we will fly into India Foxtrot 27 right, and this will be normal ILS into 27 right, which is quite good that we have an ILS today given the weather conditions. And yeah, other than that it's pretty straightforward, so maybe I can show you, well, we can have a look at the weather together and see what it's like. So we have wind 7 knots from 280, that's okay. Visibility 6 kilometers, which is also still alright, that's not too bad. And then of course various cloud levels, temperature 22 degrees and altimeter is 1013. So it's okay, nothing too crazy. There are some yeah, thunderstorms in the vicinity. Okay, why did we not go on the heading? It's a bit weird, sorry. I thought it would do it automatically, but apparently not. But we can anyway go direct, the intercept. Yeah, so there's no ATC and no traffic around here at the moment, which is unfortunate, but also, yeah, I don't think there's ATC online here that often, so I didn't really expect to get any as well. Right, and now let's see. So we want to be 7,000 at the next waypoint, which seems quite high, but the airport is also quite high. So we have an airport elevation of 3,000 feet. So now we are just above 5,000 feet above the ground, so that's not too far off. And we still have 27 miles to run, so yeah, I'm thinking doing a bit of speed control here, otherwise we get too slow and it's gonna take forever. So this is looking good now. Let's try to descend a bit faster than that. Let's see if 1,000 feet per minute gets us there in time. Yeah, that's looking good. Right. And yeah, we can see down there also a bunch of clouds around. But according to the radar, at least there's currently no rain or thunderstorm or anything like that above the airfield, so we should be fine in that regard. Also, we have set auto brake low. I did consider doing a flap 3 config landing earlier, but then again, since it might be wet runway, I think we are on a safe side just doing a full config landing. Right, okay, 7,000 feet coming up, which is very nice. The glide slope is a normal 3-degree glide slope, so I think we should be good even on flap 1 setting for now. And we already have the ILS identified, so okay, that was early. Like, this is completely weird. This should not happen at all. Sorry about this. That's some completely weird A330 logic right here. Yeah, I find this a bit frustrating from time to time, you know, since I mean, now I really have the feeling this should not happen in real life, but often it's not too sure. So I'm not too sure if that's like something I did wrong or the aircraft did wrong. But in this case, I really think it was the aircraft doing something weird. Okay, and now it should capture the localizer any second. Yeah, just waiting for the localizer indication to move in. Okay, there's the glide slope. There's the localizer, and now it should capture it automatically. There it is. Okay, this is looking better now. Yeah, luckily it's quite warm outside, so total air temperature at the moment 25 degrees, so we don't need to worry about anti-ice. Okay, this is looking good now. 17 miles out. Let's arm approach mode and go round altitude. Will be flight level 85. Okay, quite high. But of course, given the terrain, that makes sense. Okay, and as soon as we hit the glide slope, I think we can dial back to speed 170 and go flaps 2. And then we have a nice config for a long approach. Okay, so flaps 2. And speed 170. Alright, so 9 miles out now. Yeah, now we can also see the go-round course. So we climb runway heading up to 3,500 and then do the right-hand swing. Right, now this can come to 8.5. Like that, we can arm the speed brakes and yeah, 7.7 miles. Ah, runway is coming to sight, beautiful. Okay, so speed managed. And gears coming down. Yeah, in fact, this is looking really cool with the reduced visibility. Look at this, the terrain back there. That looks quite fancy. Okay, aircraft, please stay on the ILS. Okay. Flaps 3. And flaps 4. Right, landing checklist. Cabin is secured. Auto thrust is on speed. Go around altitude is set 8,500. EK memo landing, no blue. Landing checklist completed. And we just do the turn off and taxi lights. Right, so we will do auto throttle landing, of course. And this time I'm quite sure it will work. Not like back in the 747. And okay, that's a bit weird flickering going on there, but yeah, we basically have a visual on the airport. Look at this, wow, that's amazing. Almost looks very mystic. Okay, so my aircraft, we have the runway in sight. Although visibility is really not too great. But at least we can see the poppies and also the weird flickering lights.
400. 300.
Right on the profile, looking good so
100
far.
above. 200. Minimum.
Continue. Keep coming.
100.
Touch high now, but it's okay.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Retard.
10,
A little bit floaty here. Come on, get down there.
5,
Get down there. There we are. Reverse. Oh no, I think something is wrong with the airport file. Some elevation issue. Sorry about that. Okay, decel, looking good. Six knots. Idle forward, manual braking. Alrighty. Welcome to Bangalore, guys. I don't think it's intended to look like this, so sorry for that. I should have checked the airport before flying here. Okay, let's take this exit down on Foxtrot. And that's weird. According to the charts, it should be Alpha 8. Okay, so it's slightly off here, but it's okay. Yeah, maybe the apron itself is gonna look a bit better than that. Okay, so we're gonna do a left-hand turn. In the meantime, flaps are coming up. And the weather radar and TARA. Okay, and landing light, turn off lights, taxi lights on, that's good. I think we can already fire up the APU. Right, okay, and yeah, we will head to the cargo apron, which is also what the real world flight did. So let's see if we can find something. Should be around 38, 39. Ah, there's 45, maybe that's better. Okay, 45 then. And why are we getting slower? That's weird. We should have plenty of power to taxi here, but okay. Yeah, so luckily the apron is looking a lot better. Which is very good. Yeah, quite empty here, unfortunately. Okay, right hand turn, we will stay on Lima 2, which is the center one, since we have a rather large wingspan. And GSX is waiting down there in front of this cargo terminal. Okay, so final turn of the day is coming up. By the way, touchdown rate according to Sim Toolkit Pro was 179 feet per minute, which, yeah, in itself is okay, but I think due to the bit of floating, the landing was not ideal given the wet runway conditions. But it's okay. I have had worse, definitely. Right, taxi lights, wrong direction, and APU bleed. Right, and let's see where the marshal is putting us today. Yeah, so there's no holding mark on the ground, so I think we can just as well trust GSX today. Although they are putting us really far. Let's stop here. This is getting really close. I think that was too far. Never mind. Okay, stand by. Then we can kill the engines like that. And we have a block time. Oh, I didn't stop the block time, right? 5 hours something. And then flight time. And then block time 5:32. Right, we have touchdown rate 230. Okay, here it's a bit higher. This might as well be true. And yeah, what else? Fuel tanks, fuel pumps, and seat belts, and beacons. Okay, looking good. So parking checklist, APU bleed is on. Then we have the engines are off, seatbelts are off, external lights as required, fuel pumps are off, parking brake and shocks, yeah, that's a good point. Ground services, traffic cones, wheel shocks, external power. And mobile phones are on, transponder standby, and weather radar and predictive wind shear is off. Parking checklist completed. Right, so welcome everyone once again to Bangalore. I've just noticed I had the strobes still on, but I've quickly fixed that, so now the strobes are off, as they should be. Right, and yeah, I quite like this early evening lighting here in Bangalore at the moment. Looking rather fancy with the terminal being in the mist back there. Right, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this A330 flight in the rather cool Cathay Pacific livery. And yeah, so unfortunately not quite sure what flight is coming up next. We might be back in a Dreamliner. I haven't had that for quite a while, but we will see about that. And until then, thank you so much for tuning in as always. Thank you once again for supporting me up to this mark of more than 2,000 subscribers. I'm really happy about this. So thank you so much guys for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye bye.